Now let's see how we are going to trace a polar curve. Okay, so the curve would be in terms of r and theta. Okay, where r is the radius or radius vector and theta is the angle. Okay, so r is the radius at a given angle from pole. Okay, so this is your theta and this distance is your r. Okay, so obviously you know polar coordinates. So let's see how we are going to trace a polar curve. So the first point we are looking at is symmetry. Okay, so if you replace theta with minus theta and your original equation remains as it is, then you have symmetry about initial line. Okay, so the initial line is theta equal to 0. So if this is your pole, then this is the initial line theta equal to 0, or in other words this is your x-axis. Okay, so you have symmetry about x-axis if you replace theta with minus theta and your equation doesn't change. Okay, you get back the original equation. Similarly, you have symmetry about the pole if you replace r with minus r and you get back the original equation. So let's suppose this is your pole, then you have symmetry about pole, which basically means if this is the r at a particular theta, then over here also you would have the same value of r. Okay, so if you have r equal to say 20 over here, then over here also, that is at theta plus pi, you are going to have same r, okay, equal to 20. So this is symmetry about the pole, and in that case your pole would be the center of the curve. Okay, so your curve could be something like this. Okay, so your pole is the center of the curve. Okay, so this is the center of the entire shape that you have. Okay, next, if you replace theta with minus theta and r with minus r and your equation is unchanged, then you have symmetry about theta equal to pi by 2 or y-axis. Okay, so if this is your pole, this is theta equal to 0, this is your theta equal to pi by 2 or your y-axis. So by replacing theta with minus theta, r with minus r, if you are getting this, the same equation, then you have symmetry about y-axis. Okay, your next step now is to check if the curve passes through the pole. Okay, so in polar coordinates the origin is called as the pole, so we have to check whether the curve passes through the pole or the origin. Okay, so if you have your equation in this form, what you are going to do is you are going to put r equal to 0. Okay, when you are going to put r is equal to 0, if you are getting some real values of theta, then your curve passes through the pole. Okay, and those values, corresponding to those values, let's say you get theta is equal to alpha and theta is equal to beta. So corresponding to these values you would have tangents at pole. Okay, so the tangents at origin are given by putting r equal to 0 in the given equation. Okay, and this also tells you whether or not the curve passes through origin or curve passes through pole. Okay, your next step now is to find out the region where curve does not exist. Okay, so over here you have to check for values of theta where r is imaginary. Okay, so whatever those values are, at that point your curve won't exist. Okay, your r cannot be imaginary, it is the distance from the pole and it has to be some real value. Okay, now let's look at the next step. My next step involves finding the tan phi. Okay, you have to find tan phi by getting r d theta by dr.